Hi, my name is Darren Schober, and it's 25 years since I opened up Optimum Therapies. So many people probably don't realize why Optimum Therapies started. I think it started out of an idea that I could do patient care differently than being in a larger health system. And that was fostered by some real strong medical colleagues in the community that saw my passion and saw our abilities to work collectively in treating chronic pain patients and spinal care. And that just really started to light the flame and the ambition to say, how do I do this? Where do I start to go? How do I start to open up a business? That's really where it started out of. 25 years ago, I would have never thought I would be mentoring and teaching leadership and be in a different position with multiple partners and growing and moving forward as a team as much as I was. I didn't have a team around me in the beginning. So 25 years later, I got this amazing team. So I think when you think of healthcare, it's so relational. So we've always said we've wanted clinics that we have providers who live and breathe in the community, who go to church in the community, who kids participate in sports in the community. By having that relationship within the community, within parents, that's really where good healthcare, I think, works really, really well. I think when you think about rewarding moments, you probably think about, oh, you open up a clinic or you added on a new partner, and those are rewarding. But I think probably some of the most rewarding ones go back to some of the most negative, challenging times as your company starts to grow, and you're bound to have those. It's not that we did anything wrong, but when I had to jump in and really learn revenue cycle management, when I had a transition in an office manager and had to go, wow, I got to be the office manager and I got to really dive into my books and really know the financial side and reconciliation of bank statements and all those things. It's those challenging times with even sometimes employees or patients that you're just frustrated you're not getting the response you want to, but then something clicks or something changes, or you find yourself on the other side reflecting back and you go, as frustrating as that was, I grew as a leader, I grew as an owner, I grew as a therapist through those times. So 2001, Darren had Darren as the primary therapist, and he had a front desk person, so it was two people. Now fast forward to 2025, we're coming up on our Christmas party. I think we've got 90 RSVPs to a Christmas party. So that isn't all Optimum Therapies employees, but it's our family, it's spouses, it's employees, and it's just, you look over a room of 90 individuals and you just kind of say, how in the heck did I get here? It's a super humbling experience. Yeah, it's really kind of awesome. When we think about our values that we live by, we affect people one movement at a time, each of our patients. That doesn't happen unless, first and foremost, most all of our therapists and our front desk people included, compassion, right? I don't think you get into this profession unless you have a big heart for taking care of people. The next one I would probably say that people have kind of given me a little slack on, I always say it's bringing the wow, right? So what is the wow? The wow is when somebody comes to our clinic, if we haven't been caring and compassionate and we haven't really thoroughly evaluated them and given them the thing that they need at that point in time in that therapy visit, that's the wow. When they leave, they're like, ooh, that therapist knew exactly what to do at that point in time for that visit that made something change or made me feel just a little bit better on my journey to recovery. That's the wow. Integrity. I was thinking about this. I can go back and remember the first time I burnt a patient. I was like a first-year therapist with a hot pack, right? I just left it on too long. I was just busy. And to be honest and hold integrity to that patient and apologize and take responsibility for it, that's just been a founding honesty, integrity that all of our people have. And I think that's really important in this day and age. So that's another one that I think is just huge and foundational. When I think about collaboration, and I think about early on that there was a lot of collaboration with, would somebody send me patients? Collaboration with the community, right? Could you get somebody to come in the door so that you could see your schedule slowly build? Now, 25 years later, when I think about collaboration, I see the clinic busy and buzzing and things just kind of happening. That's all collaboration of my providers out serving their community and serving their patients, then I can go in a back room and jump in a meeting and see collaboration happen with our administrative services and how we navigating an insurance payment, or how we navigating a contract, or how we bringing on a new employer and what are the needs of the new employer. So there's always this collaboration that's kind of going on and happening, I'd say behind the scenes, but it's so much more intensive and large and to scale than it once was. I think I get most excited about the momentum that has been generated in the last 3 to 5 years. We switched our business model. We started bringing on partners. When I look at the energy that my partners and the ideas that my partners are bringing forward and how we navigate healthcare in 2026, that gets exciting to me. We still have our values, but I think we're far more nimble at identifying what is important to our employers, what is important to our patients, where do they see our value at, and servicing them at that front, and we can be quick in doing that. And that's exciting because you automatically start to see growth, a growth that sometimes you can't tame. You just have to try to manage as it starts to move, as it starts to explode.
Okay, what would you like to say to everyone who has supported you over the last 25 years?
I'd say thank you. My patients, I still have patients from 10, 15, 20 years ago that come in and I see fairly routinely, at least every 6 months. But if it wasn't for them coming through that door when I was younger, I wouldn't be here 25 years later. So my physicians who support me, the relationships that I have with our companies and our patients, thank you.